I think it's okay. Thank you very much, my love. Why is the internet not opening? All right. We are starting now. Drop your live on the group chat you are in. Drop your live on the group chat you are in. If you can hear me clearly, drop your live on group chat we are in. My prediction PPI. So let me start by explaining what PPI is briefly. In order to actually explain what PPI is, I need to also explain what CPI is side by side. Okay. So say I am a producer here. I produce what can we say? Let's say I produce noodles, for example. In order for me to produce the noodles, I get material, flour, and all of those things, right? And the cost of me producing the noodles, let's assume it's for one. Let's assume it's $80, right? That's my cost of production. My cost of production is $80. Okay. Now I add $20 for my profits. Okay. So this is going to be my profit margin. Every business is created to make profit. Okay, that's my profit. Cost is going to be $100 per carton of noodles total. So basically now I would sell this carton of Indomie of noodles rather to these companies that sell things like, let's say, Market Square, other stuff like that. Right? I'll sell it to them for $100. So this $100 now is what we call PPI, producers, for $110. CPI, this contributes to CPI. So CPI is the cost at which the producer, as which the consumer, that's divine, buys us and retailers. That's the cost of which the consumer buys the goods. All right, that's CPI. Right? Consumer purchase price is the CPI. Then your PPI is the price at which the producer, that's the Indomie people, the price at which they sell it to the wholesalers and the retailers. The wholesalers, they usually sell wholesale. So this is producer user sale sale price. So CPI and PPI work hand in hand to create the rate of inflation of a country. Because now, me now as a producer, if floor, let's assume I was selling this in $100 before one carton of Indomie $100, because I was probably buying floor like, let's say, $40 or so. If the price of floor increases from $40 to $80, I won't be able to sell this thing for $100 anymore. Because now my cost of production now will increase from $80 to $120 because I'll be paying $40 extra for floor. So that means the price at which I'm going to be selling the goods now is not going to be 100 anymore, will be $140. And the price at which the consumer will be buying the goods from market square 150. Because they themselves will not bear the extra cost. So that's why sometimes when you go to the market, you'll see, madam, why Indomie? Why Indomie na 18,000 na? Last week I buy am 14,000. Man, I say, no be me oh, floor don cost so the price as you use bring am from north, fuel don increase. So the people wey dey bring am from north, dey add am price. You understand? So the price of flour is higher, cost of production of noodles. So the producers, they're like, nah, I ain't gonna bear this cost. So they pass it on to the consumer. So you see, the government now do not need to kind of start checking all of those, now start checking price, all those things, price of flour, price of potato, price of what do you call it, gari, price of no. All they just need to do is to check the PPI. The PPI actually gives them all the data they need to know. All right. So the PPI is in form of is an index. So everything is arranged, and we have an index which is being released every month. So every single month there is a percentage, because inflation is steadily rising. So the percentage at which it rises every single month, or at which it reduces every single month, is what you call your PPI index. That's your producer price index. And then if you come to your Forex Factory share, please, if you enjoy this our live streams and you want us to keep doing this free live streams like this, just like the stream, okay? Just like the stream if you know you enjoy it, and drop a fire emojis in the chat box before I continue. If you're enjoying the live stream, like the stream and drop a fire emoji in the chat box. Let me try to drop your live. If you're not enjoying this, in the comment section rather. Have you all done that? Okay. Okay. So that is, if you come to your first fraction now, you can see the index here. This is CPI, right? Percentage increase every single month. And this is PPI. This PPI, if you look at PPI, you see that it's an index percentage. So for example, now in September, I told you the previous is for the month before. So if you're looking at the index for September, 0.7% is going to be for August. So August, it was around 0.7% increase. All right. Now in September, it's increased by minus 0.1%. That means it did not increase. That means it actually reduced. The price at which the producers are selling goods reduced by 0.1%, which basically means inflation reduced. You understand? So from this index, so what we do now, we analyze every single thing, all the data actually available to us. We look at CPI, look at PPI, look at other things, look at news, Bloomberg, and from everything we try to judge, you know, from all the data accessible to us, if um producers sold their goods at a higher price in December, or they sold at a lower price in December. If they sold at a higher price in December, we are going to be looking to buy USDG because the PPI are going to be higher. But if they sold at a lower price in December, we are going to be looking to sell USDG. And right now, I'm expecting it to be lower. So currently, we have 0.2%. I'm expecting it to be lower. All right, let's see if PPI actual reading is lower than forecast. What would be the immediate direction of USDG? So USD power will sell. All right, so let's go here. So we're expecting a lower reading. Lower reading is going to be equal to sell. Lower is equal to sell. So we're looking for a sell USJPY. Remember, I use proper risk management to use price management, don't over leverage. Forex is risky. Okay, so SL is 10 pips, which will be equal to, have you entered our sell? Let me drop this. Is USJPY, right? This will be 752, and this will be 2 pips, which will be equal to 156.252. The price here is the price on HFM broker. So let me put my short tool. Close your positions. Close your position. The market did not move. Close your position. The market did not move. The market did not move. But it was lower as we predicted. So why the market not move? Look, I predicted lower and it came out lower. Market no move. Why the market no move? Close your positions, please. I've asked us to close our positions. Close our positions. So mm, close our position. Close your positions. The market did not move. The news came out. It was low as predicted, and it just moved small by like two. It's looking like it's still going to sell. Though they're going to sell well. Why is the market reacting slow? But just close your position, please. Close your position. So you see, I got the prediction right. So let me show you the PPI results. Actually, there are two PPI news coming out. This is like the first time I'm seeing two PPI news come out in 1 month, but it is what it is. Two PPI news coming out. So you can see the forecast, like I told you yesterday, the results we are looking at are one, the forecast, and two, the actual. So look at the forecast was 0.2%, and I plan to make USD sell. So 0.2% forecast and 0.0% actual. You can see that the actual result was lower than the forecasted result, which was what I predicted. So my prediction was correct. So why did this market not react to this news? Let's check. My only speculation, so why the market not reacted to news is probably because there was no previous or something like that. because all the PPI news coming out today, the previous result was not kept here, and I honestly don't know why. Let me see if and one for December market in the move, and that's why they did not keep previous results. So the actual one they're going to move the market is going to be the one that is coming out later this month. It's going to be the one that's going to move the market, the one that's coming out on the 30th of January. Because this one is going to be the one for December. The reason why the one for November was delayed and released today was because of the shutdown. The government shutdown meant most of these um, data were not released. So the ones that are not released, I guess for PPI, they had to release the particular news for it today. So that's basically it. Got our prediction right, but the market just didn't move because of this was the one for November. But that's how we predict news. So out of three predictions I've done so far, one correct, let's say correct because this one did not move, but it was still correct. Correct prediction, incorrect prediction, equal to one. So correct prediction equals to two, incorrect prediction equal to one. We correctly predicted NFP, correctly predicted this PPI, then we incorrectly predicted yesterday's CPI. So our next live YouTube trading session would be okay. It's going to be our next no, what am I doing here? Forex. Okay, there's no other news coming out this week again. So we're just trading AED employment change, but the AED employment change and the GBP are going to be traded only on Zoom. So that one is only for members of BT Academy. I'll explain the reasons why I'm trading them, explain what they are, and give my prediction. Yeah. So the next one we're going to trading live on YouTube is going to be because I say YouTube is only for what they call it for USD fundamental news. USD strong fundamental news. So okay, we are also still going to be trading AUD CPI. That we have AUD unemployment rates one, GP CPI two, AUD CPI three. Those ones are for only the academy members, active members of the academy. And on YouTube we have USD FOMC, and that's federal interest rate stuff. And then we have PPI, which is the one we traded today, but for December data release. So I'm actually expecting to win all remaining five fundamental news. And then this FOMC one is going to be a very, very sweet one because I'm going to break down the correlation between NFP, CPI, and PPI, and how the Feds use data from those three um, what do you call it, results to control inflation with interest rates and economic projections. That is basically for this live stream. So if you got value from the live stream, like the live stream, and see you guys on the next live. Have a lovely, fantastic, and beautiful day. Bye.